PT.1, this is your host, Psyskellar here, bringing you Penumbra Overture. Welcome to the start of my channel. I'm gonna get out of this screen because it's really loud, so I don't know if you can hear me or not, so let's just get into the game, please. My story began February year 2000. Anyhow, since we're out of that loud screen, yeah, I'm playing Penumbra!
For my part of this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland.
So, you know, we have notes.
It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day. And I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind.
Everything.
We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
And you're undoubtedly deaf. Because when you get a note from your father, the first thing that pops into your head is to not follow his instructions, because we are a rebellious little bastard, and immediately just go out on an adventure. So here we are, Penumbra Black Plague, or Overture. Black Plague is the second one, which I will be playing because I have the collection, which that was an annoyance to work out because I got a new computer, and so the sound is still too loud. Oh my god. People probably can't even hear me for that part. Thank god I checked that. Anyway, let's look at this. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. Chug some... Is that really Jack Daniels? Oh, well, damn it. Oh, always good to have a notebook. Press N to jot down interesting information and reminders. P, I think I left my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened using my left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. Huh. It's quite strange how I move my limbs. Another thing of Jack Daniels. What the hell's wrong with you? Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. What does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night of you to make the catch you need, so that you can come home to me safely, soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls of yours, and now you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time. But I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If we do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well on the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. No name. I have a wife that has no name. In a locked locker. Damn it. Anyhow, welcome to Overture. And it's the start of my channel, so I thought, why not play a horror game to start it all off? That's perfect. Alright, the flashlight switches on and off via the inventory, or hopefully with the short key F. Alright. Oh. Now where's that emergency glow stick? Should still be in the locker. Keys in my inventory. Yeah. Now, we're not really going to be using the flashlight much unless we get a shit ton of batteries, because it could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory or the short key G. That should be everything I need. I want to get going before dark. Alright. God, this is light! Gah! Get out of here. Leave me be. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I had been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first. I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. So we just stepped off the boat, and this guy is apparently too skinny that he's already hitting hypothermia. That's perfect. Oh jeez, need to find shelter, and soon. Oh god! My entire head went numb a long time ago. I can still hear the wind roaring past, or is it some kind of animal in the distance? That's a wolf. What in the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. It looks frozen solid. I need a rock. Oh god. This? If I click and hold the interact button, just toss it. I need to get this rock over. Maybe I can bash it in. I'd use those barrels, but I think they're pretty much buried. What? Oh, come on. Oh god, this is bad. Oh god, I'm gonna die because I'm ignorant of my surroundings! Alright, we made it into what seems like an underground bunker. Perfect! Oh no. What just happened? Why is it all dark? Hi? What's with the whispering? I don't like whispering. Jesus, my head. Can't believe I fell that far and survived. Yeah, it's not that far, really. Although, looking around... Okay. Yeah, we're not going to really be using the flashlight much because the glow stick is pretty good. What is this? A hammer! Let's see, I can swing this hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a backswing by pulling mouse right, and follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back and then thrusting forward produces a stabbing motion. I reckon if I hold right mouse after the backswing, I should still be able to look around. So, put that there and put that on our hotbar. We have a weapon. Alright. We have a weapon. The first in the series of games made by Paradox Interactive. It's stuck. There must be some other way. Well, I was looking at this. Oh. Jeez. Just toss these out the way. Get out the way. Probably not. Yeah. 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 Alright. What's over here? Jeez. The hell made this? A giant mole? Oh. Okay, it just leads in a circle. What's this? This looks like some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center and no way to operate it. Anyway, I will be playing the entire series. I do have a collection. What the heck could cause that? The hatch is seriously solid. It won't open by hand. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out. Or in. Dun, dun, dun. So I need to find a mechanism, which I'm guessing is this. Steel rod. Do I use a steel rod on this? Yes. Wait, if I needed to turn it, couldn't I just turn the box? I guess that wouldn't have worked, really. Alright. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches, located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something that I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. Lovers, yes, all there. If something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me. Friends, parents, teachers, too scared, too far away. I jotted down a note just in case. It's just the entrance to the cave has caved in. There must be another way. Could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances if I face off against anything down here. I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint in my vision. How do you know this? Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources. So if you can realize you have a blue tint to your vision, something's not right. And obviously, if it just gave me that, my best bet is to hide for a couple of seconds or so, perfectly still. That'll make me perfectly hidden. Alright, I got me some whiskey. Oh shit! Like that. I'll be virtually invisible. After some time, I should get my night vision back, provided I stay still. Well, let's look at this. I don't think we're in danger, though. We'll keep my hammer out, though. This tiny hammer. Alright, I'm there. And then there's an office just right around the corner, so let's go that way. Yeah, we can sprint, too. Thought I saw something there. It's just the rocks. Get on the floor. Pull up this chair. That'd be nice. Oh, Jesus. 15 August 1945. Command Bunker Emergency Airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runaway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern. Back in London, the Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop/armory. Succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. Wow, good job, people. I take partial responsibility for this in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom, and I'm sure that's where they learnt the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up the manual in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. The base is so disconnected sometimes I feel as if war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets. Not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7-C, an order for myself. My glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some of the archaeological find. An artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams later this evening after martial duty. I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be a man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the frontal cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Who's M. Major? Miller Major? Major Miller? Officer's log. You got backstring, which is an explosive ingredient. Don't know why I'm doing that. Quite useless. Oh, great. A key and a note. Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th August 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of the death mine. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mine-altering chemicals actually sewn into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at the Greenland mine. Am I there? University, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace compared to the national average of 29. Still! On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid on pH4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Torn Got live in the mountains. University is waiting the results of chemical testing studies continue. I'd rather it be the disease than just spirits. Alright, I'd rather it be that, because I don't want monsters getting into my head. Oh, my head! A man, an old man clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still, I know this man before me as Howard. I call him Father. Howard Stark? Am I Tony? Oh, what the hell just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Well, I don't know either, but that's what you say with. Unless you have save states, which I don't think you can do in this game. There's this beef jerky. If I ever get hungry, I can have some possibly 10-year-old beef jerky. It's locked. I need a key. I have a flare. Can I use the flare on it? Some more beef jerky. I'm not gonna go hungry for years. What is this? Painkillers. Quite strange. Oh yeah. I'm guessing the key I just found. He didn't really keep it on his person. Big Book of Explosive, 1923 edition. I don't know what year it is currently, but that's still pretty in the game, that is. I obviously know it's 2014 right now. Chapter 1.3, Black Match Fuse. The Black Match Fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder, but be warned. The chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Materials required: string, preferably cotton, black gunpowder, and backstring. That's just what we found. The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstring, which acts as an adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry at least a couple of minutes before use. Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Nobel in 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition, and possibly weaponry. It's proved far safer to handle than alternatives such as pure nitrogen glycerin, provided that it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite is supposedly made safe by the presence of the I don't fucking know that. Diatomaceous earth has a tendency to weep, making an old box of explosive liable to detonate on contact. 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 part nitroglycerin, and a small amount of sodium carbonate. Text unreadable, and then simply form into short sticks and, oh my god, TNT pretty much. We all know about TNT. We all played Minecraft. Now let's go. Probably gonna be about 25 minutes into this episode, then I'll immediately just start the next one. Music really kicked up. Oh god. Is there's something else down here with me. I can't just wait here for what is around that corner. I need to... Oh god, it's a dog. Okay, just don't look at it, dude. It's a dog. Wonder if I could take it. Jesus, I've never been this scared in my life. I feel my heart racing now. If anything gets within more than a few feet of my hiding spot, I'd rather not stay. Don't be... You have a hammer. It's a dog. Or a wolf. I don't think that's a wolf. Oh shit, I don't know where the... Oh no, I don't know where to go. I gotta go this way. Could've sworn I heard more. But by all means. Storage. That way. I'm going right towards it though. You can't get me now! Where the hell is it? Doggy, 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 doggy. Oh. I heard it. I just heard it. Can't tell me I didn't. Seriously, where the hell is it? I don't know where it is. But I should be fine. Just gonna go around this way. Sounds like he's like right there. It's weird. I should be fine now. Storage. Oh yeah. I was like, why can't I open this? If you haven't noticed, I have played this game before, but it was years ago. I got this game back in 2009, I think it was. Can't remember. I don't have the receipt. Who's this? It shows some kind of trap door, but I can't see where it should be. What's that? Equals dead. How long have they been in there? Hey! Hey, you open that door right now, I'm gonna kick it in! Open it right now. I'll kick it in so hard. Oh no. I forgot the spiders. That's it. Buddy? Oh hey, look, another save point. Just in time, because we're about to hit our mark. All this booze. Wait, what's this? Just a box with rocks, but... Box with rocks minus the rocks. That's a rhyme. Come on! Yeah. Oh, hey, a trapdoor! Oh, I totally figured that out. Yeah, I'm the best. I don't want to go under there. I feel like I have no choice. I don't like that whispering you're doing very much. Alright, it looks like it's the basement caved in some years ago. Something's tunneled through more recently, though. Christ, what sort of creature makes these markings? A mole. You and me both, dude, but I saw that spider too. What was that? Horrible sight. Luckily it's mummified, or else the smell would have been awful. Yeah. I wonder if that's... Yeah, I know you could fight spiders, but I just don't know if... Dry all stick bags. Day 1. I began this record still in hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be of scientific value, despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours enslaved previous. My aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrives. And to that end, I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here. Now 30 years on, fate has struck again. Day 3. I forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive. I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location, and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. They have not arrived by tomorrow. I will go out in search of them. Day 6. My first mistake was to make assumptions of the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions in going outside of my safe haven. My best estimate is that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid, and I have found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously could find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had come, but soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but found myself threatened by some species of feral creature, which seems to have made this old mine its home. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and fled into the dark, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a smaller, disused part of the mine, the key for which I have still in my pocket. It's in that area I keep discovered the storeroom, and I think it should keep me safe for some time. This place is a maze. My lesson learned. I will not venture out again until I am certain the area is safe. Day 19! Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing, lots of spiders in this place. I do not like spiders. Caught one of the accursed 8-legged beasts nestling in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In surprise I swallowed it. It's not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to a significant degree, but the possibility troubles me all the same. He ate a spider! Any known venom would have affected me by now, and today is the first minor cause for celebration I have had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I have discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into the basement beneath this storeroom in the name of science, to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. For 4 days now I have been surviving solely off the quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time I was struggling to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled on me once more when the batteries in my torch died. I made a second life-saving finding. The creature's natural habitat is the dark. With my light now diminished, I need only lie still for a few minutes and I will have attracted enough of the beasts for a rather hearty meal. Uh-huh. And I'm guessing that he got the spiders, but there was just so many it ate him. I know, I've seen it happen, and I just walk right through it and die. Well. Oh my god. I died of my own stupidity. I just want to get to this part and be done. That's a ladder. Go, 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 go! If it weren't for the size of the pieces, I would say it looks like eggshells. Still could be a possibility. Oh my god, day 71. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach, which ingested irregularly over a period of time may become psychotropic, or even lethal. My only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stashes of supplies I can find. However, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. 1, I have no source of light. 2, I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voices outside. 3, spiders are so tasty. You're fucking crazy! For the marks I've been making on the walls and scribbled diary entries, which is in the dark, may amount to an illegible scrawl. Today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is a result of plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at this rate of growth, they will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I can only be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails and I am never recovered, I hope at least that my study of and indeed involvement with these fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent. It appears that this rule has extended itself to my discovery of this delicious new species. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. You're dead. You are way dead, dude. And if that's true that they swelled in size, that means they had to make holes. Oh, we're going past 30 minutes. I'm still doing this. I just want to get back to the save point before I at least... Or here. Here's good, too. Finally, this must be all that's left of the basement storage. That lock looks rather worse for wear. Really? Ha-cha-cha! Alright. You gotta just close that door. I'm gonna put the box up against it so no one can get in. Put this other box against it, because I feel like there's a spider out there. Or this fluid lighter gas. Batteries. There's no save game. Well, we'll make our way back. There's a lighter back there, so get that. That's the lock. No padlock, sure, but it still works. Why do I even have the padlock? I wasn't even looking there. I was looking at my timer. I'm gonna die because of my stupidity. Please don't go. Wait. Then go. My worst enemy isn't the creatures that are in this mine, it's myself and just walking into stupid, obscene things. Or obscure, rather. It's empty over there. I don't know what this ladder does. Can't remember, but I think it's over here. To take this back. So I think we know what happened to that guy. And I think that was the same guy that was eating these spiders down here. So I think he's dead. But we're gonna have to check on him in the next episode. Just close that. I've never seen so much blood before! Save it! It was different but the same at the time. Like I had control over it. I'll just close that door. Why is there this cage thing? I'm gonna just stay right against this door. And I'm gonna bid you all farewell. Until the next episode, this has been your host, Psyskellar. Good night.